Hello, students. Good morning to all. Myself, Amol Palve. I'm your physics teacher, and today we are going to start 11th physics. So here is the index of our textbook, which is approved by the state board, provided by the state board for the 11th standard. I will share the PDF copy of this book on our college WhatsApp group. You all know here, due to this pandemic situation, some syllabus is deleted this year also. So that PDF of reduced the syllabus, this PDF will also share on a WhatsApp group with you. Now see, in the index there are 14 chapters here which we have to study in standard 11. So here the first chapter is unit and measurements. So here today we are going to start our first chapter, unit and measurements. But before that, according to the deleted syllabus, as I told you, I show you that PDF also. See here, this is the syllabus of this is the reduced syllabus of all these subject here. So from that we have to see uh, what part is deleted in the physics there. So let's see the syllabus of physics, which is given on the page number 267. So let's see the physics reduced syllabus. Chapter wise syllabus is reduced there. So here this is the syllabus of physics which is reduced for the year. So here, as here is it is given 2021, but same syllabus is continue for this year 21 to 22 also. So see, in the first chapter, total 5 points are there which are deleted from our syllabus. First is measurement of length, measurement of mass, measurement of time, then accuracy, precision, and uncertainty in the measurement, and last one is combination of error. So remember, while studying, we have to consider these topics which are deleted from the syllabus for 11th standard. So here now today we are going to start our first chapter, that is unit and measurement. So let's start our first chapter. The chapter number 1 is unit and measurement there. Chapter number 1, which is units and measurements. Okay, units and measurements. So let's see what is unit and measurements. So here we know in physics you learn you already know in the last uh, few standards, you know about physics, you know the measurements. We already learned some techniques to techniques of measurements of various physical quantities. Physics is a quantitative science. Physics is what? Physics is the quantitative science. Quantitative, where in which we measure various physical quantities during the experiment. In our day to day life also we need to measure a number of quantities. For example, size of object, for example, mass, weight, that is size of object, volume of liquids, amount of matter or amount of substance, weight of vegetables. So these are the quantities which we measure in our day-to-day life also. Size, volume, number. So these are the quantities which we measure in our day-to-day life. So a measurement always involve a comparison with a standard unit, with a standard. What is this measurement? Measurement is nothing but the comparison with a standard measuring unit which is internationally accepted. So what is this standard? This standard means what? See, if we have to measure the weight of the object, then, or if we have to measure the size, or if we have to measure volume or number. So see here, for each measurement we use one standard there, and that standard is, the important thing about that standard is universally accepted. All the universe, that standard is universally or internationally accepted. So what is this standard? It means that, see, accepted. It means that, see, if we have to measure the length of the object, so we take the measurement of length in terms of, if we measure the length of object, then suppose a length of a rod is 5 meter. Here I consider the length of a rod is 5 meter. So here this 5 meter, so here this meter is the standard used for the measurement of length, and here, or meter, or we can get it in 500 centimeter. So that standard means what? This meter and centimeters, centimeter is the standard which we used for the measurement of length, and this meter and centimeter, these standards are universally or internationally accepted. Okay, so here this standard is what? Here I write, here the length of rod or wire is written as a 5 meter, where m is the meter, that is called unit of the unit, and 5 is the value of the length in that unit. So here meter or centimeter, this m or centimeter is the standard which we used for the measurement of length. So this standard is called unit. So here I told you that meter and centimeter, these are the units of length. So similar, and here this unit is repeated 5 times here, or here the centimeter. So for while measuring the total length of the rod, I repeat the meter 5 times so that we get the length of the rod. Or if I consider the standard centimeter, then I have to repeat this standard 500 times, then and then we get the length of the rod. So similarly, if the units which I used for the measurement of time is second, so for the measurement of time, second is the unit. For the measurement of mass, kilogram or gram is the unit. So kg, we denote that by kg, second. So any measurement which we get while measuring the quantity, so that is the combination of two things. What? Any measurement, if we measure any quantity and we get the measurement, then that measurement is the combination of certain number into or followed by the unit of that quantity. So a number, the repetition, the value of that unit into unit is the actual measurement. So any type of measurement you can write in this format here. So let's see what I told you. For example, what? If I told you, if I measure the mass, then suppose the mass of a object, of any object, suppose the mass of that object is 50 kg. So when I measure the mass of the object, then it is 50 kg. Then how? See here, 50 is the number and kg is the unit. So here what this combination says, here this combination indicates that here kg is the unit and 50 is the value of the mass in that unit. So here this is the measurement 50 kg. Here 50 is the value of the quantity in the unit. Okay, so here this is the reference standard used for the measurement of physical quantity, and here in our daily life we consider or we use a number of reference quantity standards for the measurement. So here I told you meter, centimeter, kilogram, second. So number of quantities are there which we measure. If we measure the pressure, then Pascal or Newton per meter square is the unit there. When we measure the force, then the standard we used for the measurement of force is Newton there. So number of quantities there, number of units which we measure. So here one definition I told you what is meant by unit. So first definition here, unit is the reference standard. Unit is the reference standard unit is reference standard used for the measurement of any physical quantity. Okay, so for the measurement of any physical quantity, the reference standard which we used for the measurement is the unit of that quantity. So for example here for example, now you get the idea about the reference standard. So here I told you, I once again see, for the measurement of mass, the reference standard which I used for the measurement of mass is kilogram. So here kilogram is the unit of mass. Length, for the measurement of length, the standard which I used is meter. So here I conclude that meter is the unit of length. So here the reference standard which we used for the measurement of any physical quantity, that reference standard is the unit of that quantity there. So here in our earlier standards we have come across various system of units. Before in your earlier standard, means 8th or 9th standard, you have learned about some system of units there. See here CGS system, namely you learn that system, namely CGS, MKS and FPS. What are that system of unit? These three are the system of units used for the measurement in various countries of the world. In different country, different system of unit is used for the measurement. For the region in which CGS system is used, so what this CGS system is, the first three system, namely CGS, MKS and FPS, these were extensively used till recently. Up to 1970, these systems are used for the measurement. What is CGS system? See, CGS system is the centimeter. C for centimeter. CGS system is nothing but the centimeter gram second. MKS means meter, kilogram second. Here meter is like this. Okay. Meter, kilogram second. FPS means foot, then pound second. So these are the system of units which are used in the various countries, various region. So how this system of units are there? What is this system of units? See, here CGS, MKS, FPS are actually the name given to the units, system of units, and this system of units are mainly depend upon the measurement of three quantities: measurement of length, measurement of mass, and measurement of time. So the system which they used for the measurement, the name of that system is given according to the standard used for the measurement of three quantities, namely length, mass, and second. So for the country which, or for the area which is used a CGS system, they follow centimeter, gram, second units there. It means what? For those which use CGS system for the measurement, they measure the length in the centimeter unit, mass in a gram unit, and second for the measurement of time in second. For those who use MK system, they measure the length in meter, mass in kilogram, and time in second. For FPS system, the measurement of length is measured in foot, mass is measured in pound, and time is measured in second. But in 1971, in the International General Conference of Weights and Measurement. So in 1971, in the 14th conference of International General Conference of Weight and Measurement, in 14th International General Conference of Weight and Measurement, International General Conference of Weights and Measurement recommended that instead of using these three different systems for the measurement, only one system is used, and that system, they call that system is International System of D units, that is SI unit. So in the 1971, in the 14th International General Conference of Weights and Measurement, they recommended the use of International System of Unit, and the International System of Unit is called SI system. As the SI units is the decimal system, conversion within the system is very simple and accurate. So from 1971, for the measurement here, further SI unit, the International System of D units, so only one system, SI system, is used for the measurement all over the world there. So after 1971, only one system is there, which is SI system, International System of D units. But before 1971, these three systems are used mainly for the measurement. But here, the measurement in CGS, MKS, and FPS system, the measurements are taken for the same quantity but in different unit. Now, from 1971, from the 14th International General Conference of Weights and Measurements, one system is introduced there, and it is compulsory for all over the world. That system is used for the measurement, and that is the SI system. That is International System of D units, or we can call it as the SI unit. So now further all the measurements are taken only according to the SI system there. Now the next topic is fundamental quantities and units. Let's see what is the fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantities. So let's see what is the fundamental quantities first, and then I told you about units there. So first I only take here, first we only see what is meant by the fundamental quantity. See here, first before going to start the fundamental quantity, here first I told you what is meant by physical quantity. Then from physical quantity we are going toward the fundamental quantity. What is meant by physical quantity? So here see, I told you some example here, and then so I told you some example. Let's see. Here I write some quantities there. So here I write the quantities in two groups. In group A, see here I take some quantities like mass. Mass is the quantity. Here I write length, then time. So three quantities I write in group A, and in group B here I write happiness or happiness. I write happiness. Then I write sadness. Then laughing, or you can write here anger, enjoy. Okay, so see here the quantities here I write in group B. These are also some quantities there. But if you see in the group B here happiness, or you can write here happy. Instead of happiness I write only happy, sad. Okay, so here in group B these are the emotions. These are quantity, but these are emotions, and we cannot measure these emotions which I write here in group B. But if you observe the things or quantities which are given in group A, that mass, length and time, so these quantities are measurable there. So we can measure these quantities. So here what is meant by physical quantity? Let's say physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure. Physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure. So in physics we study about only those quantities which we can measure. So here we are not discussing about the quantities which we are not measured there. So here in physics we have to study about those quantities which are measurable only, and that quantities which we called it as a physical quantity. And in physical quantity, now I told you what is meant by fundamental quantity. So what is fundamental quantity? See the definition of fundamental quantity. Now here remember we learn about the quantities which we can measure. So the physical quantity, when I told you the physical quantity, then it is about the quantities which we can measure. So first first is fundamental quantity. So fundamental quantities are the physical quantities. Fundamental quantities are the physical quantities. So what is the definition? See the physical quantities. The physical quantities which do not the physical quantities which do not depend on the physical quantities which do not depend on any other, the physical quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities, do not depend on any other physical quantities for their measurement. Quantities for their means that physical quantity for their measurement. For their measurement. So here let's see what is the definition here. The physical quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities for their measurement. So here physical quantities which do not depend on any other quantity. So which are these quantities? So see here, there are only 7 fundamental quantities are there. So there are 7 fundamental quantities. Which are these quantities? So these 7 fundamental quantities are the quantities which do not depend upon any other quantity for their measurement. So which are these quantity? Let's see here. First quantity is length. So while measuring the length of any object, we can measure the length of object directly. So for the measurement of length, we do not depend upon any other quantity. So which are the quantity or what is the dependence? Let's see one example here. So if we have to measure the area of rectangle, this is the example. See, when we have to measure the area of rectangle, then for the measurement of area of rectangle, first we have to measure the length and then breadth of the rectangle. So when we measure the length, then we can measure the area of the rectangle. Means the measurement of area is depend upon the measurement of length. Correct? So here the measurement of area is also the quantity, physical quantity, because area is measured there. So area is also the physical quantity. But for the measurement of area, we have to depend upon the measurement of length. So if area is not the fundamental quantity, so there are only 7 quantities which do not depend upon any other quantity for their measurement. So first is length, then second quantity is mass. We can measure the mass also independently. For the measurement of mass, we do not depend upon any other quantity. Third fundamental quantity is time. Then temperature. This is the fourth fundamental quantity which is independent. Fourth is temperature. Then fifth is electric current. Electric current is also fundamental quantity. So there are 7 quantities. This is the fifth number, electric current. Then luminous intensity. And the last one, amount of substance. Amount of substance. So these are the 7 quantities which do not depend upon any other quantity for their measurement. So these 7 quantities, we called it as a fundamental quantity. So see, once again I told you the definition. What is meant by fundamental quantity? Fundamental quantities are those quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantity for their measurement. So there are 7 fundamental quantities are there which do not depend upon any other quantity for their measurement. So that quantities are length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. So these are the 7 fundamental quantities there which do not depend upon any other quantity for their measurement. So these are the 7 fundamental quantities are there. Then what is next definition is fundamental unit. Next is fundamental unit. So after fundamental quantity, let's see what is meant by fundamental units. Now we know unit is what? Unit is the reference standard which is used for the measurement of any physical quantity. Now here, what is fundamental units? Fundamental units is the units. The unit used to measure the units used to measure fundamental quantities. The units used to measure the fundamental quantities is the fundamental units. So here, what is the definition? The unit which are used to measure the fundamental quantities. So for the measurement of fundamental quantities, the reference standard which we used is called fundamental units. So if I told you there are 7 fundamental quantities, then obviously for the measurement of this fundamental quantity, we use 7 units there. So these 7 units are called fundamental unit. So let's see which are these fundamental units there. So first fundamental quantity is length. First fundamental quantity is length. So for the measurement of length, the fundamental unit used is meter. So meter is the unit which is used for the measurement of length. It means that the meter is the fundamental unit and the symbol we used to denote the meter is m. Now the second fundamental quantity is mass. So for the measurement of mass, unit used is kilogram. The symbol used for kilogram is kg. Third fundamental quantity is time. For the measurement of time, the unit is second and the symbol used is small s. Then next fundamental, fourth number is temperature. The unit used for the measurement of temperature is Kelvin. The symbol used for Kelvin is capital K. Fifth number fundamental quantity is electric current. Fundamental unit of electric current is ampere. Symbol used for ampere is capital A. Next fundamental quantity is luminous intensity. Unit used for the fundamental quantity luminous intensity is candela. And the symbol for candela is CD. Now next one. See here, small c, small d is there. Okay, no capital C is there. CD, small c, small d. Now the last one is amount of substance. 7 number fundamental quantity is amount of substance. The unit used for amount of substance, measurement for amount of substance is mole and the symbol is MOL. So here I write the 7 fundamental quantities and these are the 7 fundamental units which we used for the measurement of 7 fundamental quantities. So here this is about fundamental quantity and fundamental unit. So here today I stop here. The next point, derived quantities and derived units, we study about it in the next lecture. Thank you.